Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just What I Am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we finished off the North Shroud and basically finished off the entirety of Gridania in side quests. Outside of the very special ones with this freaking name. And in this episode we're gonna go and at least begin curses. I have no idea how long, like if there are even like quest chains in this place, but there's apparently a lot of quests. So let's go and begin. Hello. Help me, for the wrath of Helon, help me! My caravan, all are slain. Something huge and savage launched out of the storm. Screams. You gotta go and kill the swiping thing. Kill it as it did my traveling companions. As long as that monster's out there, every one of our arses will be hanging out in the wind. Look sharp, adventure. As adept as you are with your steel, whatever it was, it seemed to be everywhere at once. Red murder wreathed in a white storm. Also going to talk to you to go and unlock this, because of not having to have that symbol on in my path. Good day to you, madam. My name is Kimmerant, I guess, and I represent the interest of the Adventurers Guild here at the Observatorium. If I might be so bold, have you an interest in undertaking a guild live or two? I believe you would find the experience most rewarding. But it pains me to say that I would first administer a trial levy. I must beg your forgiveness for my premature proposal. This levy should serve well as a test. If you are willing to accept it, please do so now. We have my most humble thanks, madam. The dragons and their minions have terrorized my homeland for generations, and we appreciate all who would aid our cause. To attract the two beasts which threaten dear Bessie, you must slay Snapjaws and use their meat as bait. This method is far from foolproof, though, and I fear it may even attract other ravenous creatures. Not in here. It's outside. I am flying into a wall. I need to talk to you, adventurer. I was down in the snow house, keeping out of the wind, when I heard whispers. I swear it on the lives of my chocobos. I couldn't see anyone in there, but I'm sure I heard something. Go and see who it was. Else I don't know how I'll sleep tonight. I can't see how I ought to care, but I saw a fella out throwing snowballs at a snowman. Why anyone would engage in such japery in the cold, I can't rightly say. Went nut gathering and lost more than he found, is my guess. Well, you better make sure that don't happen to you, lass. Not that I know precisely what happened, mind you. Was that me? Ask. I got my chocobos to see to. If Duve Karwa, I guess, I don't know, wants to upend his head, soup on the snow. What the fuck is this dialogue? I can't see what business of mine it'd be. Yep, that's his name, Divikora. I don't know, he sells things, goes places, don't seem like no kind of life to me. Begging pardon. You want to see him? I reckon he's somewhere about. Christ almighty. What a freaking name. Walking softly, adventurer. Toss around. Those around here think I'm winter drunk, I'll wager. Ha! Never seen a snow toss before. Before the lazy byblows. Sitting your arse in front of a poor fire too long, and soon you got the swiving white knuckles. You'll sleep the better for tossing snowballs without needing Lady Mead or Mr. Zale to sing a lullaby. What do you say? Hey, want to give it a try? It's as simple as you'd imagine. Just reach on down and grab some of the powdery white and throw. You've learned to emote throw. So now I can go to this freaking snowman and do /throw. There we go. There's another question for what? You learned the motion! How about we ever sell some fun with it, huh? Reach on down into the powder and throw a goodly sized lump at me, hard as you can. Though make sure you don't aim, you take aim first, eh? Much as I'd like to get a good laugh out of it, I doubt Drivito here would fancy a face for the snow. Yeet. Oof, oh, you've got an arm to write songs about. Bet that felt good, eh? Ha, cold hands, warm heart. That's the secret to long living. Really, there ain't much more to it. Just throw where there's snow underfoot. Of course, if you try to do the same on other kinds of ground, you'll end up with a fistful of nothing. And where's the gain in that? Anyhow, what I like to do is toss snowballs at snowmen. That way you can hurl them as hard as you fancy. Snowmen don't mind. They're made of the same stuff, eh? Go on, give it a try. Or give it a go. Try throwing at the snowman right outside. Yeet. Oh. That's not the one. It's the one all the way over there. What's that back there? Hello? Aura is throwing. Should I eat? Maybe I eat. No. I know eat dummy, throw like 0. Only become yummy if throw like hero. I guess I really need to be like close enough. Aim is yummy. Still much to fear though. Hero not here. Throw me again. Whee! Finally a throw of a hero. All yummy, no dummy. There's snow on my boots. I happy now. Snow tossed, hero made. I tired, need to sleep. Don't worry what they say. They call you crazy. Revolutionaries always get caught crazy. Oh. Okay. Hello, I are Snowman. Man of snow. Tripping we is. Our hold on life zipping. Sad I are. So many dreams we had. Rally my spirits. Won't you air the finale? Slash. Oopsie. Slash rally. Profane you do our pain. With a rally so mundane. As to shelter with a booth, my ice-bound heart do soothe. Forsooth. I need to do it at the freaking thing. There we go. Willing I are to take top billing. A battery of gallantry from the artillery of flattery. Cheer us until dry are the tears. Slash cheer. Like me you do really like me you do really twice this lightning strike. Kiss me, friend. If us you'll miss. Throw it though. Not nice to smooch and snow. Slash. Oh boy. Where is it? Whoopsie. Mark this thing. I kind of want to see the emote. I don't think I've seen this emote before. Right. Focus. There you go. Happy snowman. Farewell adventure. So many troubles that you quell. Peace we is at. Drunk we have life to the lease. Jesus. Bye bye world. All that lives must someday die. And then slash. Goodbye. Must someday die. Wow, that's actually really sad. There you are. You were here. You were at it. You were at it a while. Nothing like a good hoarfrost on the nose here, eh? Snowman talked, you say? Don't see how. I rolled the thing myself, and it wasn't like I engaged a thriving white mage. Now you go lie down for a spell, and don't go saying nothing that to them inside. They'll figure you're winter drunk for sure. They might even put you in for a legion. Come by for another snow toss when you're feeling less fanciful. This down to winter can't last forever, but if it does, maybe I'll start a snow toss tourney. See if I can make a get or two. Jesus. Did you find out who was talking? I can see from your aspects you did. A snowman? You don't say. And speaking in rude poesy. I see now. Someone's having a bit of fun with the both of us. Like there's some youngins. I'll rest easy now, I can tell you that. As we level up. It's always so interesting to level up from these side quests. White mischief. Bloodstained snow. We got born of the blood. There we go. Let me go and switch back to Umbral Ice now. So I can get my MP back. My magic powder. All killed by this wee thing? Huh? It took the span of its leap for the span of a giant's limbs? A corrupt little rotter killing far more than he could hope to eat. Where's the gain in that? Well, I'm obliged to you. You get to know them who travel the trade routes with you. Good men they were, every last one. Maybe not that tall fellow from Gridania. We could have spared him easy. And I'm glad to have settled the hash of that murdering pocket fiend. Right, saving Bessie. That is still the wrong thing. Initiate. Initiate combat! Let me go and get ffXIV going. I would like to say annihilate this thing, but it's not going to happen that fast. Right, so you destroy one of these or you kill one of these enemies. You sense that it might be lurking nearby, which means that the prime location that's the closest by is probably going to be the one that's going to give you the enemy that you need, which in this case is a Reborn. And then I got a message that there is no red Evis to be found, which in turn means that this prime, like these two prime locations, have nothing in them. So come on, die. There we go. Get some more crocodile meat. And try it on yet another location. No evidence of a red Evis nearby. And then we've got this final one, and this should be where the red Evis is. And there it goes. Wahey! The life of watchers spoke of your skill and valor in the field. Please accept this award for your service. It has been an honor and a privilege, madam. I pray we can count on your services in the future. There we go, levy's unlocked. You know, levies that I will never do. Hello. It galls me to ask for the help of an adventurer, yet I cannot leave the fort. Now, damn it. You are eager to do a service, is that not right, adventurer? There's some urgent need for firewood, and you would gain much by assisting us. The area around Skyfire Locks never lacks for firewood. Firewood? Firewood. Collect 8 bundles and deliver them to Stepanot on the East Hill. You know, I don't know what happened, but I feel like I suddenly can't like properly hear from the left side of my headset anymore. Like whenever I... So weird. This may kind of come out of nowhere, but I've noticed it when I was like playing Elden Ring too. Yeah, so I can hear, like I can start hearing the noise of the horse, but then not the left side. That's weird. Also, where in... Oh, I was about to say, where in the hell? Hello. Took your time, you sniveling wayface. Firewood? Who told you to bring firewood? Welp. What happened to the fresh supplies from Camp Dragonhead? And stand up straight when I address you. Fie, I mistook you for another. I sent a recruit some time ago to take delivery of relief supplies. Came all this way to bring more fuel? I bid you thanks. There's no comfort we seek, you understand, but life. The cold is too relentless to go long without fire. I give you thanks for your service, but Curthus is no place for those who lack discipline and faith. You will perish, and in so doing mayhap endanger the crusade. Jesus Christ. Okay. The common folk of Asgard know to seek shelter in Skyfire locks whenever the dragons attack in force. Each stronghold must be victualled with these extra mouths in mind. Will you help secure meat and sheepskin from the caracals that roam the snowy plains? These stockpiles will remain the difference between life and death for the helpless folk under our protection. When the sheep are skinned and dressed, make your deliveries to the strongholds and watchtowers. Every morsel and every shield against the cold counts, no matter how small. You should be back by now. Even if you had to wait out the worst of the storm, could he have wandered onto the North Road? That way, roam fair crocs. Adventure, I sent a runner to Camp Dragonhead, but he is many hours overdue. I fear he has lost his way. Green recruit that he is. I'll prevail upon you to fetch him back. Magic blade, huh? That's interesting. Let's go and blast this dude. Gotta love getting that direct crit on basically your most powerful attack. Kaboom! I'm getting a lot of crits actually. Or direct hits, one of the two. Still don't really know how to see the difference between them. That's what happens when I'm not a DPS main and I'm too lazy to do research. I'm gonna blow up. Time to use Blizzard against these very cold resistant enemies. Alright. That's a huge bitch. Hello. What's this? Mutton, any fresher would still be attached to the caracal's back. Soft and fluffy, the skin would go perfect in front of a fireplace. What did they expect us to do with such paltry... Forgive me. I speak out of turn. You have done your duty and a great service to... it is to us, for we are short of men. It is the enemy that weighs on me. Snow, rather than fire. Thank you kindly, Lynn. We are without the men we need to lay in extra supplies. So thin are we stretched by the terrors of this winter. Adventurers such as yourself were sent by Helone herself. Would that the commander saw the truth of it. That's interesting. Having a dude who actually, you know, appreciates us. How like Sylvantain to entrust as important a task as this to go to an adventure. You, at least, can be trusted to complete the work you are given, but still, I thank you for the delivery. You may go. Have this baby face. I thank you for this miserable work, dressing so many beasts in a cold such as this. What if this meat were for a feast to celebrate a victory? I hear the unbelievers grow bold, hampered as they are by the snow. I pray that we are not defeated by cold and hunger ere we can meet the dragons in battle. My gratitude, adventure. The rocks upon which Itsgard is built are less stalwart than we could have ever thought 5 years ago. Anyway, than we could ever have thought 5 years ago. Jeez, there has never been such a time as this. The shadows gather with alacrity, and we must make whatever preparations we can. Ah, adventurer, where is the tomfool? If he's lost something to frostbite, he has none to blame but himself. What looks silver is not always silver, but most of the time it's silver. This is the boy's ring. What is the meaning of this? A feral croc, are you certain? He could simply have dropped it. I'll not stand for surmise when the boy's honor... What? Yes, he had ginger hair. Oh, for the truth of alone. He was a good lad, a fire to take his place in the war against the dragons. To die so ignominiously instead. I cannot tell his sire. Yet to lie to a fellow knight about his own son. It's more than I can tease out right now. I mislike adventurers, as well as you know, but that a wretched death on the North Road binds us together. It is the will of the Fury. After much reflection, I have decided to send you to Dragon Camp, Camp Dragonhead, with the ring, for Theobalin, Theobalin, the boy's father. It ill becomes a knight to prevaricate, Jesus. But I have added the boy's name to the patrol that was lost to dragons. You must tell Theobalin that his son died gloriously in battle. Let his name not stand in shame. He deserves better. Rip the boy. Got eaten by crocodiles. Didn't even die trying to fight the freaking dragon. But we will lie about it, as is our wont. Hello. Truth is, I used to be God when I pulled fire duty. But I've come to thank me, lucky stars, and curses dull and warm beats dull and cold any time. I've no complaints about the warmth, to be certain. We're short-handed here, though. So dim have our lives grown. 'Tis no wonder patrol mistook the wisps for the stronghold. Pfft, the north wind blows hard tonight. Will you patrol the braziers and light those that are dark? Ugh, listen to that shriek. Sometimes I swear that the very climes have declared war against us. Here, take this bit of live coal to light the braziers with. To light the braziers with. A red hot piece of carbonized wood that can be used to light bonfires. I think that is like the same thing as a lot of other item names. Come to think of it. I'll also go and get this quest, I guess. I have it on good authority that dragons have once again been spotted around the Steel Vigil. Yet it would not serve to send knights to the area, considering the entirely disgraceful hurly-burly over Lord Francel. Will you investigate the Steel Vigil in our stead? Sometimes I really notice that my birth language is not English. And that I'm not really studied in the English language, where I'm like, what the fuck is this sentence? What are these words? And then it's more a situation of just smile and wave. Also, that didn't count. I hate that. When you use it, you have to kind of wait for a second for the game to like pause like this, and then it's done. It's really weird, and I find it very annoying. Right. Let's light this bugger, and then we are good to go. All done. Come close to the fire. You're looking a mite blue. It gladdens my heart to know that all the braziers are lit tonight, giving freely off their light and warmth. Yes, dull and warm, and of some import. And as I've said, I've no complaints about the warmth, not a one. Let's go ahead and get the quest. Hey, Horsefond. Or as some people like to call him, horse fart. Just ridiculous, but I can see why. Adventure, I hear you like a good hunt. The common folk tell me they have lost a good many of their animals to an ogre. Their petitions have come to naught, and so they come to me. And I, in turn, come to you. You must needs have a decoy for this hunt, but I would not ask the folk to risk more of their livelihood. Let us use my own beloved Sebastian to lure this ogre out into the open. Oh, he is my darling Caracal. A wise knight keeps his own source of wool. Yes, Sebastian has clothed me since I came to this camp, and will someday feed me too. No doubt. But today you will return him to me safe and sound. A word, adventure. House Fort Toms has just called a reward on the snow wolves that harass our supply trains. These creatures are the most dangerous when young and starved, and this litter of 4 is both. I lost 2 good men to these wolves. Had they been knights, the hunting horns would have sounded ere their blood had rusted. I would see you avenge them, and the reward is a fair one. Bring back the hides, and we shall both gain what we seek. Cup of joy. A moment, if you will. You are the adventurer who cleared out Lord Francel's good name, are you not? Allow me to thank you. His lordship is House Helenard, you see, and it is that he was born under a waning moon. Yet what was thin must eventually grow fat again. I would thank Lord Horsfont as well, but I should not like to be seen as currying favor either for myself or for my house. I would present him with a gift under your name, if you are amenable. I have selected a bottle of nectar for his lordship. Will you collect it from the wine cellar downstairs and deliver it to Medgistel in the kitchen? The wine cellar is called Emmanuel, and the bill has been settled. Right. Hello, Sebastian. Brambleweed rope. A thick, sturdy rope twisted from common brambleweed. Sheep herders often employ the rope in tying up the legs of their stock before sending them to the market. Yoink. Not Sebastian. Oh, poor Sebastian. Well, it's not gonna die though. I'm gonna save him. It's fine. That ogre's gonna have his head blown off before he even gets close to the freaking bugger. Sad block noises. Come on. Give me that fire starter. Oh, such. It's a fire starter. Some other words that I don't know. There we go. Sebastian versus the ogre. A young male caracal named Sebastian bound with bramblebeat rope. Meanwhile, the ogre's like, yeah, boy. Oh no! Anyway. Oopsie. Alright, Sebastian, let's go. Release Sebastian from his bonds, leave him be, and he will make his own way back. Something winged this way comes. What? Something winged this way comes. Wow. They came. Right. Give me that almanac. And let us fly back and clear all of these quests. I do like, I don't really mind it too much when there's like a lot of quests around. That's fine by me. Because it actually makes you feel like you're progressing without like unlocking more quests, you know? Like right now these are all like singular quests, as opposed to like in other areas where it's like, okay, you're done with this quest, now let's do the same, like a different quest with this dude. And then you don't really know, like you don't feel like you're progressing that much. Is the Abelin? I am he, a ring. Talk sense, adventurer. This is my wife's naming ring, which I took off of her cold finger so many years ago. I gave it to our son after his swearing of the sword. You need not look so beetle-browed, adventurer. I know what this means. My son is dead. My line is ended. Yes, I know what this means. There was a patrol out of Skyfire Locks last night that was killed to the last man. Was he one of them? Ah, then he died well. For I heard they brought down 2 dragons before the fire came for them. In every generation of my family, at least one son has died in the crusade. I scarce remember my father, who fell manning the ballista at the locks. I am the last of 3 brothers. I had 4 sons and a daughter. 2 of the boys did not live to see their first name day, and my wife died in childbirth with the 3rd. Sickness took my daughter along with her babes. Yet her honor is intact, for my son gave his life to the cause. Would that he had he had known more days, fought more battles ere he fell. That is my only regret. Thank you for the message. You lack no courage to make your way to Curtis in these troubled times. Oof. That's a lot of bad right there. You have some dark news. It is written large upon your aspect. Come, speak. Countless readings over countless generations have left this old tome faded and worn. This tome, it is notorious. Forbidden by the Holy See, of course, and a frequent trophy in the Inquisitor's raids on unbelievers. If you found this in a steel vigil, it can only mean that the unbelievers infest the ruins. They must have been tasked by the Dravanians, I think, to keep watch and thwart any attempt to rebuild the vigil, traitorous to their blood. I would that they had but one black heart. My sword would pierce its rotten core and forever rid us of their kind. From that smack look on your face, I should say there are 4 fewer wolves in curses today. Show me the pelts and complete your triumph. These are they. See the markings here? With these hell pups gone, our people shall breathe easier. How near it is that we scorn and deafen the maws of a ravening beast. These men died in battle as surely as any on the Dragonpire, there we go. When knights are thin upon the ground, it is the lowly of the house who suffer. Grooms and washers, porters and yeomen. I have no idea what that last word is. Our house patches with adventurers whatever is threadbare, but some of the other high houses continue to bar the gates against outlanders altogether, or treat them with such a disdain that any service they accept must surely bear a taint. Honor is in how justly we treat others, who serve the cause alongside us, in life and death. Out of honor flows all that makes a man of a boy, a woman of a girl. Surely, when we meet alone in the afterlife, 'tis honor she judges, not pride. A word, if I may. Have you the inclination to undertake another commission? I would not ask if you did not look rested and refreshed. You may have heard whispers of it, but a patrol lost its way in the blizzard and wandered into the ogre's belly. Needless to say, not all of them returned alive, and the sawbones have been carving all manner of bits off of those that did. They mistook Will of the Wykes for the light of the camp, and were lured to the cave. We've enough perils around us, without those quizzing devils amusing themselves thus. We cannot have them have men gainsaying their own eyes, afraid to trust the lights they see in the distance. Will you take yourself to the ogre's belly and dispatch those Wykes? Ah, there you are, and let us toast to a job well done. I've just finished brushing Sebastian. He'll get some squash with his hay tonight. Corencio, I guess. Spoke highly of you, and he is right, I think. There's much to be said of a woman who is sworn not to a master but to her work. With adventurers, one need only speak the end, and they devise their own means. There we go. Now let's go. I think, is it down here? No. No. Let me also go and talk to this person, I guess. Where's my juice? Hey you, no time for niceties. I'm waiting on Cerulean. The old Cutpurse would cause himself a traitor is late with the shipment. Cerulean burns like an alewife in winter. And there's no going without it to make the fire stand for the ballistas. Curse that Sin Goth. Or Sin Goth, I guess. What does he think we're fighting here? Ladybugs? You look like you enjoy a spot of heat. Find out where my Cerulean order is. Go to Sin Goth and, lean on him a little. Question him, like. I tell you, those old dons, keep them being paid. Not keen on being paid. Jesus. Not keen on doing their work. Can't trust them, especially that lot on the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Hello, Belmont. Well, met sister in drudgery. I'm a sellsword myself, but I doubt this lot here rates that any higher. Wait, what? Oh, Jesus, but I doubt this lot here rates that any higher than adventurers. But I can't complain. I have 3 squares and clean straw enough to sleep in, even if I moil all day for it. And I wrote, though I share some of the work with you today, a wagon bound for a house for Tom's broke its wheel shaft on the way, and sent word they'd be half a day late. Ain't showing up yet. They're on the east road. Those legs of yours won't find it too far. I've got my own donkey work to see to. But we'll see, we'll have a mug of something when you return. Oh, Linda dear, it must be rising, I must be rising in this world to have the custom of the most famous adventurer in this parts. How may I serve? Sir Arel sent you. Of course, here's the bottle she ordered, and a fine choice if I do say so. It's just, if I may say so, god dang it. This nectar was mixed with the blessed water of the Weeping Saint, sweet and iceless even in deep winter. It was no mean feat procuring such a choice of liquor with the road snowbound, but I aim to please. Good lord. Excuse me. With my insane English. Well, if it isn't Linda there, everyone's talking about you, you know, looking for a place to hide. Then for joy, a rare expensive intoxicant made with the water from the Weeping Saint. Sweet goddess, Danovan's joy! I haven't seen one of these upon the sideboard for a good many moons. This is too rich for your purse, I'd wager, so it must be from Aurel? I guessed well, did I not? The high houses of Ishgard are descended from the heroes who stood with Haldref, the first Azure Dragoon. They are like brothers, Lord Harsvan says. They bicker ceaselessly, but they must remember to hold fast to one another when the safety of Ishgard is at stake. Thank you for delivering this, and serving as Sir Arel's decoy, Lord Harsvan has been quite deprived of his favourite indulgence since he called Goose ferocious. Alright, so now there's more quests are upstairs, okay. There's 3 more of you, okay. A fool and his life. I had a son once, a fine boy. Maybe if he'd lived, he would have found a fine girl like you, and I'd be dandling a grandchild on my knee. But he wandered into the ogre's belly in a blizzard, and one of the beasts in there killed him. I'm neither a knight nor a mate, but I tell you my heart cries out for vengeance, nay, justice, even after all these years. I won't go to my grave knowing that creature will blight another life as it did mine. Take all that I left, but slay the Gorgatar. Here, this is a bottle of curricle blood. Pour it out and the scent will draw the creature. It doesn't care what kind of blood it is, you see. Once it scents its prey, you'll be ready, won't you? Papa do preach. That daughter of mine, when she has a mind to do a thing, there's no stopping her. She's gone after the Weeping Saint alone. I've told her time and again, it is not safe with all the unbelievers about. You're one of those fearless, fire-breathing adventurers, aren't you? Normally I'd tell you to stay away from my fine, high-spirited lass, but right now I bid you go in hot pursuit to the Weeping Saint and bring her back safe and sound. Know you a gorge called Witch Drop, sharp as claws and hard as steel? It is where those suspected of heresy are judged by the Inquisition. The guilty would fly to escape death, using the power granted them by the Dravanians, and the temple archers would put an arrow through their black heart. The innocent would break upon the gorge floor, their purity proven, their souls would ascend to Halone's halls, and there await their loved ones. The one I loved was judged at Witch Drop. He went to his death with a rosary upon him. I carved the crystals myself. I had only made 4 before he was taken. I think that mayhap the beads lie forgotten on the floor of my gorge. They say you have keen eyes, closed lips, and a kind heart. Will you find the rosary for my heart sucker? I do not expect all 4 beads, but please, good adventure, as many as you can. This is probably one of the best looking Elizons I've ever seen. Once again. If you're wondering, like, it's not like I hate the Elizon, but I do feel like a lot of the times it's, in any case, in my experience, when I was going through the character creator, I had a lot of difficulty making an Elizon character who I liked. I was like, you know what, I like the way that this character looks. That's why I think it's just a personal preference, really. But sometimes I run into Elizon who I'm like, oh man, that's good. That is all there is to it, really. Wow, he's using the old overpower. Pathetic. Dude didn't update. Right. Man, I remember that fun. I think I explained it earlier at some point. But in any case, there's At some point with an update, they changed the way that overpower worked. It used to be a cone in front of you. And they changed it to just an AoE around you, like basically any other AoE from the tanks, so... That really made things make a lot more sense, honestly. It was less confusing that way. Or it is less confusing that way, sorry. It was surprisingly confusing having to switch between using a conal attack and using an AoE around you. Can I even... Yes, I can cast one fire. I'm like I can get fire starter, but I didn't, so I can just go and use Blizzard 2. Oh, Blizzard 3, sorry. And just start restoring my MP. I'm actually really surprised at like how... You know, I'm starting to understand why this place is the way that it is. So... When I started doing the side quest over here, or like when I started doing like the main quest stuff around here, I was like, okay, these people suck. You know? A lot of people around there just sucked. However, I didn't really know about, you know, all of the other things. About the fact that this place is cold as fuck, which is, you know, not that big of a surprise. The fact that, like, living over here is just so harsh in general. And difficult. And that people tend to die a lot, too. So, it's kind of those things where I'm like, okay, now that I know these things, it makes a little bit more sense. That people would be the way that they are now. That people would be, as a lack for a better word, cold. There we go. Still have to fight one more of those. But first, the blood. It's a Gorgatar. Man, they love using poison, huh? I'm so freaking happy that I don't have to do the hunting log anymore. That's like the one thing which I'm so happy about that I don't have to do anymore. I really forgot how much of a pain in the ass it is to fill in the hunting log. Right. That is everything in this case. Let's go to the north. Finish up that stuff. And then we can go and cash all these quests in. And then I guess we'll see if we're done with the quests in Camp Dragonhead. Yes, I did have to look to the map. Because I totally forgot the name. Now wouldn't it be nice if we could move on? Well, it's kind of a double feeling, honestly, because like a lot of the stuff that I need to do, or like all the stuff that's gonna like start popping up now, is gonna be kind of interesting. I'm not sure how I'm gonna deal with all of it. My father sent you to fetch me back? My, it must be overstrung. He usually mislikes adventurers. He knows very well that I must have the blessed water, and one can hardly get it anywhere else. Father means well, but I cannot have him ordering me home and insisting on armed chaperons. This war is older than he or his own father. What does he mean to do? Hide me away in the tea caddy and hope that the war ends before I'm old and grey? Still, I am not insensate to the dangers. Will you keep watch while I fetch the water? Who knows? You may discover an unbeliever in the woodworks. Suspicious fellow. What truck have I with you, or you with me, huh? All may partake of the saints' tears, or do you not believe that I am worthy? I am. I am. I know what you're thinking, adventure woman. I do. You are as transparent as that water there, the water she's taking. You think I am one of those unbelievers. I find your accusations vile, and remove myself from your foul presence. That's a dull knife over there. What's wrong? And what is it that you have in your hand? The only thing dull about this knife is its luster. The blade, on the other hand, appears sharp enough to cut through bone. 'Tis no soldier's weapon, and none the knights have leave to bring a weapon into a holy place. Perhaps there really was a heretic here, or I have somehow summoned one by my careless jest. I shall return to Camp Dragonhead forthwith. I'm not easy in my mind. Kind adventure, you'd do best not to linger here. Right. Back to Camp Dragonhead. Dragonhead! Hello, Belmont. You made good time. What news? Exile? Got 'em all, huh? Poor sods. I tell you, the high and mighty around these parts don't even see in black and white. They see in dragon and not dragon. You know of what I speak. All matters of nasties that don't breathe fire just kill just as many men. But that's neither here nor there for them. Ain't nothing to me, the Rasbos place. Not enough men, not enough arms, and cold enough to make a man piss ice. I'll tell you, coming west to offer my services was mayhap less wise than I thought. This is a chill that even a bowl of Montoy soup won't cure. To be in Gridania again. The forest for the trees. I hail from Gridania, sister from the sea. Fighting Ixal is what we do there, but I sure didn't expect to see these in this mountain, or to see them in these mountains. I know those shite birds, and they're up to something. It's nothing I can go to my employer with, just a feeling. But whenever I got this feeling in Twellswood and nothing got done, something bad bit us in the arse. I've not had a moment to spare, and the feeling grows stronger. Real becomes a sellsword to part with his own guild in this matter. But will you enter the Ixal lair, or the Ixali lair to the east, and see if there are any clues to be found? Back so soon, and with full success. Those wikes never knew what struck them, I'll wager. By Halone. It is good to have something go well. Forgive my outburst. It has been a difficult week. Moan, some longer span of time. Like a siege, though none exists, and man cannot live in a constant state of unhappy strain. The success you convey back to me means a great deal. Right. Right. I need to go upstairs. Hello. Thank the Fury you're safe. I thought my revenge had been the death of you. But you say it's the monster that's dead. Thank you, kind girl. A standard rosary carried by followers of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church and Holy See. And would you look at that, you found his rosary. As bright as the day his father put it around his neck. They say Mithril never loses luster. Not like life, eh? Fall to a dragon, go to heaven. Fall to out hells, or gift to hells. That's the Ishgardian way. He was a scout, and a good one, I'm told. But he died a fool's death, and fools deserve no justice. They found him and left his things where they lay. Left him where he lay. His own comrades. But you didn't, did you? You picked this up and brought it to me. A good heart and a noble soul. To keep your promise and do a kind thing unbidden, you are the justice I thought, adventurer. And now I may live out my days in peace. Adventure, did you find what my heart seeks? Crystal Rosary, carved from elementally aspected crystals by noble-born Julian of Rosary. Of Ishgard. Pfft. There they are. How strange to see them again after all that has passed. Thank you for finding so many. I thought mayhap there would be one missing. Matignon has it. Matignon has it, I believe. And so this rosary binds us together. Was he an unbeliever? His faith was not the conflagration that other men set to the house of their hearts. Yet, I do not know, and never shall. I sought to mislay all memory of him, but he is my great friend as well as my betrothed. A lady of Ishgard does not deny a friend, even if the ways of the world would have us deny our own fathers and husbands. And so I shall never forget Matignon. That's a word. Also you. I thank you for her safe return. But she is much subdued and will not tell me what passed at the Weeping Saint. I shall want answers, and quickly. Dagger. A strangely furtive man, you say, gazing fixed upon my girl and armed in a holy place? It may well be an unbeliever. For who would risk doing such things? And a girl of noble blood who eschews the seclusion that is her due makes an excellent prey. Of course I know this. Many think me a scammer for allowing a daughter to run wild. And of course I worry every day and every minute. Yet I would not take the world from her. She is what she is, a rambling rose. And she cannot help what she was born to. She cannot help what she was born to. Whatever. I will keep her safe. From a distance, mayhaps. But safe. Right. Losing my shit. Now where the hell is this freaking... What? In Thanalan? Jeez. Okay then, I guess. Some dropped lumber, you say? A rush of wings announces the exile. This game has some amazing freaking writing. I keep getting surprised by it, honestly. There we go. Okay, let's go to Thanalan and let's go and get this quest done. And then I'll come back to Dragonhead. I just remembered a quest line that's gonna take me like a million years. Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning... Oh, I'm here to buy. Then might suggest you browse quietly. I'm quite busy. Alright. Slash. Don't. Point the finger at him. From Edwin and Cursors. Oh dear, my friend. May I call you that? Oh well then, Lynn. There's a problem with the ceruleum, and if you think Edwin is vexed, you have no idea how difficult this is for me. And now he has a quest, of course. Angry about the ceruleum order being late, is he? Friends, pardon me, Lynn. I understand his situation, I really do. And I would ship the stuff to him, if I had any. The fact is, it's been a mighty struggle for many moons to procure processed ceruleum from Amalgina and Sons. And now they've entirely ceased doing business with most vendors. It's a hard life being the middleman, my dear lady. We pay for the sins of the producers, like the Amalja. And what do we get from them in turn? Not so much as a how do you do. Edwin's quarrel is with them, not with me. Do you not know? The concern has the exclusive right to mine ceruleum in northern Thanalan. They can do whatever they want. You can always try them directly. Go talk to Papa Wazu at Camp Bluefog. But I warn you, he's a smug little toad. Okay, so this seems like a very roundabout freaking... No, well, whatever. I want to try to finish this. Unless this like unlocks a lot of other quests. That's a different situation. Hello. And who are you? Adventurer? Nope, I don't remember ordering any. And I would remember something like that, seeing as I'm the employee of the moon for the 9th time. Thank you. Shush now. I'm listening to the Scuffy Lady. An inquiry about the processed ceruleum shipment from Singoth in Ulda. Interesting. So, we may have a problem here. As unlikely as that sounds, we would love to ship ceruleum. But there's far too little of it coming out of the plant. I suspect thievery, a little skimming off the top, Furthermore, I suspect the porters. I was just going to keep an eye. Wouldn't want trouble with the labor confraternities. That's a word. You know, but you are welcome to doubt and question them. And I use one problem to solve another. Brilliant. Slash doubt. Point the finger at him. Still in ceruleum. One, I ought to punch him in the face for impugning my reputation. Two, you think I'd still be here with my arse out in the wind if I'd made off with that kind of loot? We're doing honest work out here with all manner of nasties, just yalms away. You doubt my words? Go check what's ceruleum in those barrels. Ain't nothing missing from what's in the books. Your sensor all present. Cerulean goblins. this really just gonna be... Okay. Looks like we're fighting a lot of goblins. We need goblins when you've got goblins, haha! That was a cast too early, as they say. Right. I'm out of MP again. I was thinking about it, I think I can switch jobs now, right? Goblins drinking ceruleum. Now I've seen everything. Well, I guess I don't need to get me a champion from the confraternity. That's such a fucking... That's a relief. Yeah. But we'll have to keep an extra trip to the plant to make up for what those cursed topers put down a hatch. We're gonna check for a second though. Right, okay, yeah, I can be something else. Let's go and be Dragoon then. Interesting. Goblins. Nope, I definitely didn't order any. We do sometimes though, for business reasons. Everybody does it. Shush, you can stop talking now. Shoo. I'll have to hire guards for that whole area and, oh, an idea. Raise the price and call this special security charge. Anyway, the ceruleum must flow. No more delays in shipping. Another brilliant coup by Papa Wazoo. Oh, is that a feather? For my cap? Why, thank you very much. So, you can tell Singoff that his shipment will be there in just a few days. Unfortunately, there'll be a wee increase in price. Security surcharge. You know, everybody does it. This quest is ridiculous. And also, it took me way longer than I expected it would. Also, just remember that there's still some stuff I want to change about this glam. This glam. The normal way to say it, of course. It's a good old glam. Hello. Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning... No, it's Yulin. Talk to Papa Wazoo. Really? You said a matter of days? So, my dear lady, you're telling me they're shipping what's owed me, but charging more of it? I wish Gina and all of his sons... His sons that... Wait. I wish Gina and all his sons the joy of my guild. I hope it gives them gout. I do appreciate you sorting this out, and with that Papa Wazoo, no less, a discerning middleman such as myself, will certainly remember you for future commissions. Cool. Thanks to you, I'll be able to make my cerulean shipment to Curtis. That's a lot of my minds. A middleman has not but his name, you know. Headed back to Count Dragonhead, I assume. Tell Edwin to start laying out his vats, for that's how soon he'll have his cerulean. You won't take my word for it, though, since Papa Wazoo's made a liar of me. By tarrying while goblins drank my shipment. Take this to Edwin as a token of my apology, but don't you sample any. Right. Back, are you? Took your time. I would have made something good from my ceruleum. This particular brand wine has been aged in cherrywood barrels, giving it a sweet aroma and a deep amber hue. Well now, that is good news, and what's this? A gift from that tight-fisted Sin-God. And a handsome one it is. I'll have to forget that wretch. Fury smite me, fell I. Quite a tangled skein you unwound there, and well loose too. Thank you for your trouble. And just you see, those ballistas will save your hide someday. Let's go and finish up this quest and then we're done. What news, sister? What is it that you carry? A log. It's a black yew. This is a black yew from the North Shroud, unknown in curses. The exile make of it living blinds and walls. But the yew being slow to grow. Why would they bother to cut it down and convey it west? Unless the exile mean to stay here. This is the beginning of a settlement. While these guardians busy themselves with dragons, the birdmen are stealing this patch of curses from right under their noses. I tell you, unless the Holy See acts now, the exile will rapidly gain a foothold in this area. That means more war. And though that means more work for the likes of me, I have enough as is. And that's it. That's all. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Just How I Was playing Final Fantasy XIV, and next episode we are going to continue doing even more side quests in Curthus. Goodbye.